On this episode of Then You Ruined It, Jason explains the difference between a Shart watch and a Shart warning, while Steve provides another useful checklist.
So, I'm on Shart watch.
Question.
Yes.
Shouldn't you always be on Shart watch?
I mean, you're always watching out for it, but I mean, it's like, okay, so the people in this area, I'm in Virginia right now, the people in this area have no idea of the difference between weather watches and weather warnings. They always assume the warning is the one that you need to watch out for, and then when they issue a watch, that means you need to look out because the tornado is actually on the ground. It's like, no, that makes no sense. The watch is the one you watch out for. The warning is there's a tornado, get wherever you need to get.
No, there's a tornado down now, so you can watch it. So you watch the tornado that is real. And then we're going to warn you there might be one.
There you go. You would fit perfectly in this area, you dumb moron.
You gotta admit, they make sense both ways. It's like, red touches black, you're okay, Jack. Red touches yellow, you're a dead fellow. But yellow and Jack can be switched, either one. So it could be, red touches black, you're a dead Jack.
Sure. We'll use that as justification. So the point being, I'm on Shart watch, meaning conditions are favorable for a Shart to occur. So if you don't issue a watch, there's no conditions that are not ripe. I haven't eaten a lot of oily things recently. I haven't been ill that I know of. So that's when things are just calm and there's no need for the weather service to get involved. And then when there's a watch issued, okay, well now let's pay attention. Every time you think, okay, time to rip one, you think, okay, well wait, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that? Think you're pushing a little harder than usual. Maybe we go to the bathroom. Just saying, might be a good idea. Listen to me, don't listen to me. If not, then we're gonna have to issue a warning, and you know what that means.
So okay, yeah, like I get that. Like Shart watch, I guess, is when conditions are right. Honestly, once you turn 40, you should always be at Shart watch.
I mean, climate change has changed things in such a way, and climate change would be, yes, me turning 40, that, yeah, now the world has changed, and you just always have to be on the lookout for it. It's like the weather's it's always possible. So, yes, that is accurate. So the problem stems back to, let's see, it would have been Monday, because that is the night that we have my father-in-law over for dinner now. And my wife was making a pan dish, which means you're making like a cookie sheet. And you put everything in there and you just bake it up or broil it, whatever the case might be. And boom, you've got a meal. You can serve it with rice or you can serve it by itself. There's so many different options. It's very good for a large amount of food. But it was a dish that was onions and stuff tossed together with like olive oil, and there's another kind of oil involved in there, and garlic. And it was delicious. We ate it for 2.5 days or whatever and enjoyed every bite of it. But it destroyed us both. And I'm absolutely one to share my intestinal goings on with anybody in my family, really, but especially my wife and all. Since we both work from home, it basically seems like getting lunch, as long as she gets lunch at the same time as me. But if she gets lunch and I get it at the same time, it's like the meeting at the water cooler moment where we like discuss our day so far. And this day, I guess Tuesday, our discussions were solely about one another's buttholes. And I can confidently say that has never been the case in our entire relationship up to this point. And that's probably that's a good thing. Like, again, I will often bring that as my topic of conversation because things have gone on and I'm just letting her know that's where I'm at. So you hear the toilet flushing a lot, you'd see me run the back, whatever. That's why I'm dealing with that today. And this day, she was the first one to offer that up. And I was like, okay, well, I'm in the same boat. Yes. It's not surprising because we had something that was very oily and it's just a crocodile mile right out. It doesn't even stick around. It just, you run, you slide, you hit the bunghole and you take a dive. Except in this dive, it's, back out. So we're dealing with that. And you have a question?
Yeah. Well, first off, why aren't you having these conversations at the water cooler at work?
I mean, we don't have a work. That is my work.
Yeah, but before, you had 15 years of working in an office. You never did the bunghole comparison with your coworkers?
Trying to think. No, I don't think so. Some of them are good friends. Not that good of friends.
See, this is why we need to get back to the office. I'm actually against return to office. It should be voluntary.
If you want to get back so you can tell your friends, your coworkers about your butthole, then you've got other problems.
Well, I have the podcast, but not everyone is so blessed.
That's not true. Literally everybody now is blessed with a podcast.
And they're chewing into our views.
Yeah, I'm going to choose to make that the reason why nobody listens to ours. It's because everybody has one. Why not? So we're both dealing with this, and it's ongoing, and of course, like I said, eventually we finish the dish. So it's like, okay, once you finish that, you've come over the crest, and now it's just all downhill in a way. But yeah, it ends. And so my wife has not complained about it. She said it's better. So she's in the clear, and I assumed I was as well, and then made the genius mistake of, all right, things are pretty good this morning. I'm in pretty good shape. Burrito lunch. And I was late getting lunch because I got stuck doing some work or whatever. So I got lunch at like 1:30 and was like, okay, I'm really hungry. Let's do it. 4 burritos.
Wait,
And the frozen ones, like, they come in a little package. They're pretty small. They're they're pretty.
No, you can't eat freezer burritos in that quantity.
They're not the huge ones, but they do pack a punch.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. Like, you have to train specifically for that. It is a colorectal marathon to eat 4. You got to work up to that. You start with 1, and then a bunch of rice.
Well, at the age I'm at now, I can do 2 and be okay. 3, definitely pushing it. 4 was like, it was playing with fire. I knew it, but I also thought I'm really hungry, so I'm going to put these away, and it's not going to be a problem.
And like every other time you're hungry, bad decisions followed.
Yeah, we all know this. This is a theme of this podcast, if you don't know. So I had the 4, and before I even got to finishing them, I was okay. I regret this. This is bad. Okay, so how badly am I going to pay for it? And my answer was, before I even got downstairs to like go back to work, I couldn't go back to work. I had to detour to the bathroom and go. I was like, oh, great. And now this is the rest of my afternoon. Be spending it in here. May just move my computer in here and work from the bathroom for the day. That didn't end up being the case. It was okay, but there was definitely at least a couple instances where just went to rip one and was like, oh nope, no, okay, let's go, and just it's like I was talking to myself and my butthole like you talk to your spouse when it's time to have the baby. It's like, okay, well, we know what to do. Let's go. Let's do what we need to do for this.
We have a checklist. We're going to go through this. Step 1,
exactly.
Remain calm. I'm remaining calm. Yes. Are you remaining calm? Great. Moving on.
Unfortunately, the answer from my partner in this case was just unequivocally no. Things are not okay. So I instead was arguing with, myself once I got into the bathroom. I was like, no, come on, untie the pants. Okay, that doesn't matter anymore. Just rip them down.
These pants are ruined one way or the other.
Yeah, this doesn't matter anymore.
Cut me out.
You're going to have far worse. Why are you giving me a pair of scissors in the bathroom? Well, stop asking questions, okay?
Let there be some mystery in this marriage, please.
I was talking to my daughter in this case. She's the only one that spends time down here.
Well, in that case, you say, in case I need to cut one off, sweetie.
Yeah. Now you cut the cheese? That's where the saying comes from. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I could use that. So fast forward to tonight. We have dinner. And my wife makes, for the first time in quite some time, we haven't had it because both kids hate it and won't eat it. So she makes meatloaf. And meatloaf has never given me troubles like that. It gives me like gas, but it doesn't cause the other. So I'm like, okay, that should be fine. I'm going to go light. I'm not going to eat I'm just going to eat like 1 portion. I'm not going to eat the usual like portion and a half or 2 portions that I would eat. So that'll be fine. I think the burritos have mostly probably cleared out. I don't know if I have anything left. So eat. Can feel the rumbling as like the pressure is building. I'm like, okay, yeah, there's the farts that I expected. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's test. Let's release. Yeah, that feels like just a fart. Oh no, okay. And it's just like I don't even remember if anybody. I don't think anybody was in the room with me when I did that. No, that's not true. The kids were in the front room watching TV, and I was doing it like back behind them in the kitchen. I was just slowly like just testing myself, just like, okay, bathroom's right there if I need it. No, I think I'm in the clear. Okay, this one's good.
Chew it back, work around.
Basically. So yeah, that's been the rest of the night. Now the kids are in bed, I'm podcasting, and every fart is a test. Of which there have been at least 10 since we started.
Well, okay. Don't be a hero, Jason. If you let one out and it's go time, tell us, because I want to know. Don't just bury that inside. That cannot be a secret.
I thought you meant don't be a hero and try and shart on the podcast so we can catch it.
No, that would be me saying, hey, Jason, time to be a hero. Shart, intentionally, now, do it. We got to do something for Sweeps Week.
I don't think there's podcasting sweeps. Right now, we could definitely get in while the iron's hot. We can strike while the iron's hot because a lot of people are on hiatus because of the different strikes. We ain't on strike. I ain't part of no union.
Ain't nobody writing this crap.
No, this is off the top of the dome, baby. So we have nobody. We're beholden to no one. So come listen. 15 minutes of time, I'll tell you about my poop hole. That's what people come to listen to.
That's what the Writers Guild should do, is they should really promo us hard and say, hey, look, if you don't pay for quality entertainment, this is what you're stuck with.
I would take that.
They're done playing around, big Netflix.
Yeah, this is what you get. And just a nice little clip of whatever. I was going to say something specific, but no. Anything. Just any of our little clips would be like, okay, we have to come back to the bargaining table. We have to end this.
Have you seen their YouTube page? It's deplorable.
I couldn't find it. No, it exists. Trust me, it's there. Did you look up the podcast name? No, it's not under the podcast name. It's under somebody's name.
Oh, I changed that. It's under the podcast name now.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, well, we finally hit 100 viewers, or subscribers, so we could do that.
That's the reason. It was under somebody's name the whole time.
Ka-ching!
There come the views.
And then, of course, the next video after that, only 6 views, because you said a bad word.
I'm known to do that.
And I didn't censor it out, because I'm dumb.
Shart Watch will get us back on top, baby. You just watch. The views pour in.
I think we're going to really capitalize on the poor typist zeitgeist with this episode, because it is Shark Week. And I guarantee someone is going to put in Shart Week. We're going to be right at the top of those search results.
Make sure everything you post on social media has hashtag Shart Week. And yes, absolutely, we will capture some eyes. I did not think about that, but yes, you have to make sure this one goes up next. I don't care what you've edited already. This is your mission.
Oh, this
you must
one's
now
going
make
up.
This happen.
Yep, this is the I'm capitalized timeliness.
It's all we have left. SEO, baby.
Not
SEO.
SEO.
It's just cheating at it.
SEO for people who are bad at English.
Yeah. Fellow terrible typists, unite. Stop looking for sharks. Instead, look for sharts.
I mean, really, when you think about it, the difference between a shark and a shart are not that many. They're both dangerous, subtle, and hilarious.
Sure. That's what I would describe a shark as. Why not? But I think we're onto something. I think we hold our shark content every year for Shark Week. and make it a special week and actually put out a podcast a day. Like just bank them all and save them up and release them all. Or even if they're old ones, even release some of the reruns. I'm sure there's some reruns there in Shark Week. They have some old stuff that's like, oh yeah, we tossed this in there.
Shark Week has 1 or 2 new shows a year, and the rest are all just like the old documentaries. We already know everything about sharks. They're just big fish that eat things. Like, they have cartilage instead of bones. There. You've learned everything you need to know about sharks. They're not as dangerous as the movies would make them seem.
Meanwhile, in contrast, the wild human shart is different every time.
Yeah, we could come up with a whole week's worth of new shark-related content every year. It's just going to get more and more frequent as we get older.
Also true, yeah. We'll still be chasing that dragon when we're 60. I literally can't sit anymore without sharting, so podcast.
Oh, you have a standing desk now. That must be really good for your lower back. Well, it's good for something lower of mine. Keep going.
Let's just say I have a bucket now.
Oh, a bucket list? No, a bucket.
Oh, here comes another one. I would say I'll get this in the microphone, but the microphone's directional, and if I hold my butt up to the microphone, then I think we've crossed a path that we're not coming back from. I see from our waveform that one actually got picked up.
Loud and clear, Houston.
Unfortunately, what would have made it perfect was if you heard that, and then and I just took off running. Because I absolutely would have been screaming from the bathroom. Is this content?
It always has been, Jason. Always has been.